win no matter what. Like, fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like, every time I touch.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New York Jets. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Ready? 18 Gator. Pilot, 64. Wait. Can't really let you play. I can't fly.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. That's one. 80.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easy.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Black, come on. First and 10 at the 46-yard line. Hey, Phil. Hey, Ford, Phil.
Wentz now on first down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He's checking. Bravo.
Second down and 10. Darnold is going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check 3. Check 43. Tyson.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Jets' 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. We're 5-7.
To throw is Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Check hot route. Hot. Switch. Great. Switch. Let's 5-7.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And it's caught by Herndon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Darnold now, just 1 for 5 since coming on, but that one gets him a 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
General West.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah. He wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. This is Anderson over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Darnold now to throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. From the 44, Darnold. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, box drop.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Protein spill. Kill. Check three. Hey, I got.
Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. As the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
First and 10 at the 47.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike 42. 6-man.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Charlie. 42. Minus 42.
Man, I got you.
X3. 218. Chopper. 80. 42.
Here we go.
42's a mark. 42's a mark.
You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Red 80.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often...
And he is in! Touchdown, New York! Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because
that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 77 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Darnold. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold out left to Anderson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. That's where Crowder makes his hay in the slot. Jets hoping to see more of that going forward. He signed with him in March after the last 4 seasons being in Washington. Had 3 pretty good years and sort of tailed off last season due in large part to an ankle injury. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Wentz now to throw. Forced out to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Throwing now is Wentz. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 11 yards there, 1st down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number. In this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw again on second down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 11 yards there, first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Wentz now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's now second and 6.
Sunday.
The Jets 45.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, it's Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry by Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check, 59. Down to lose 1. Back.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12.
Mike 42. Here we go. Shut down. Motion. Check. Lady. Check. Ran 80.
Darnold now to throw. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go, son. 53 mark. Check. 53 mark. I got it.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Jets on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Bell. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young.